everybody. We are on to challenge number 28. So this one is all about haltering. And the goal is your horse lowers and brings his head to you to be haltered. The benefits: this is a great challenge for all horses, especially the tall ones. It makes haltering easier and it's a more enjoyable experience for you and your horse because you're doing it together. When your horse learns to participate in everyday tasks like haltering, your connection and partnership will improve. Alright, so we're going to go over the haltering. And the common mistakes: my horse won't lower his head, so we'll go over some things to help you with that. Not being organized with your equipment, that's kind of an important one. You want to be ready to go when you go to halter. And then throwing the crown piece over their head, and we'll go over that also. Let's see. Alright, the helpful hint is have your horse prepared with a quick release knot so that you're not fumbling and ready to go. And then there's pictures in the book to help you. Alright, so this challenge is about connection and relaxation. So I'm going to get my equipment ready to go to halter, and this is how I like to do it. I like to have the rope kind of folded like this over my arm, the nose piece, and then I'll show you how to do that quick release knot, but I just kind of hold the tail and the loop in my left hand. So I want my horse to help me in this process, and every horseman that I've been around, every good horseman, they do this every time with their horses. Alright, so he's trying to help me out already, but I want to be able to show you. So I'm just going to ask him to move his front end over. A little bit more. Alright, so you're going to go up to your horse. Hopefully they'll have caught you. I'm going to reach my arm over their neck. I'm going to use the halter and tip his nose towards me. I'm going to scoop up his nose, and he should be able to keep his head and neck tipped towards me. I'd ask that other horse to move away a little bit. So as I tie this halter knot, I'd like his head and neck to be tipped towards me. Kind of helping me put this on. So here's a case, you know, he's still a baby. So I'm going to say, great idea, let me help you with that. And I'm going to put it up even higher in his mouth. Then it was his idea to spit it out. Not a good idea. All right. So I'm going to just turn him a little bit more so you can see that halter knot and how it was tied. Okay. So, reached over, tied the knot. It goes down through the loop. And I think of this next part as a backwards D. I wonder if you can zoom right in on that. It's a backwards D. You take the tail, go through the back of the D, through this loop, and then towards the tail. And then if it's long, you can just kind of tuck it in the halter. The knot here should be tight under the jaw. It shouldn't be loose. And then the halter should be up kind of, not so much so it's in the eye, but high enough so it's not down here on the very thin part of their nose. So that's kind of how the halter can go on. So that's the challenge. Have your horse help you with as many things as they can. They're going to get nice and soft and supple. And that'll carry over to your riding. Same thing when I go to take this halter off. I'm going to undo it. You might need to step back a little bit and allow them space to come. I'm going to slide this off their nose nice and easy. And it's cool that he wanted to stay here. If you have a horse that wants to run off as soon as you take the halter off, what you can do is as you take that halter off, back up and have them draw to you, and then have that slide off their nose. That way they're still with you in the whole process. So, I love their curiosity and all this stuff. But you can't eat my book. Alright. So I hope you have fun with this challenge. It's an important one to be able to master and be really fluid with your hands. And, oh, I wanted to show you another one that people kind of get in trouble with and what they do. So sometimes what I'll see people do is they'll have their rope like this and they'll try to go up and over the horse's head this way. And it's not a good idea for quite a few reasons. One is you can flip it over and get them in the eye. Another reason why it's not good is if you have a horse that's a little harder to catch. Hang on, buddy, you gotta help me out. That's a little bit harder to catch. They're gonna be real skeptical of this maneuver, where you might be able to get up close enough to them, bring it down here, and then if the moment's right, scoop up their nose. All right, so have fun with this challenge. I wanted to show you how to do that quick release knot with your halters and how to neatly put them away. So you're gonna take the tail, you're gonna lay it over that 2-inch loop. You're gonna hold it with your thumb. Your hand is gonna go where the horse's head would be. You're gonna grab the tail, bring it through the headpiece, hold that little loop open, and only stuff a little bit through. Okay? Then take your lead rope, open up the headstall part, slide it in there, and then you can hang it up really neat like. And then when you go to put it on your horse, you can reach around, grab this tail, and then tie it. Sometimes these younger horses, if you do that slip knot, and a young horse or a skeptical horse, if you go to do that slip knot and it had like that kind of jerk, that can that can scare them. So that's why I don't do that with these young horses. But an older horse that's not real worried about things, that would be how I would do it. So I'm gonna turn around and do it one more time so that it's from your view. You got the tail, you got the 2-inch loop. We're gonna put it over top of that loop, hold it with our thumb, reach through. Now my pointer finger is gonna hold this part, bring it around, stuff it through this the hole there so you have a quick release, pull it tight, take your lead rope, put it down through the headstall. All right, have fun.